What's up, everybody? Welcome to another expert interview. So, with our new show, that is, we are in like Voice of Entrepreneurs Live. So, in this show, we interview entrepreneurs who started their business from scratch and creating massive impact, as well as they're doing great work. And today, we have a very special guest. And today is kind of like the first time we are doing some technical not just conversational but also technical training. That is something if you are someone into funnel designing or funnel building, or you can say you are into you are someone who wanted to be a graphic designer or funnel builder, funnel you want to give your funnel services. So I this is the one question being from the long time I'm getting from many people around my community, that bring someone who can teach us this kind of give the clarity about funnel designing and funnel buildings, and more on the designing part. So today we have a very special guest who has done great job in the industry, and literally he has done like six figure in graphic designing, his design with his designing skill, and he's going to teach very quick designing tips with you guys. Just hold on for a few moments, and I'm just inviting you right now. Hi, Ravi. So welcome to our show, and everybody is excited to learn from you. So just quickly, like take us through your, like, many people don't know, many people definitely they wanted to know about you. So little bit of background, then we will go through a few questions, then we'll go through for short training that you will showcase how they can learn. So guys, if you're watching from mobile, I would highly recommend, if you really wanted to get better experience, you can shift to PC or something, or for time being you can watch it here. So okay, guys, let's get started. Okay,
Hey
so
Sagar.
guys, if you guys watching live, just comment hashtag live, and watching replay, just comment hashtag replay so that we can know. Great, great. So Pravakar is live. So Shomashri is live. Arka, great. So yeah, Ravi, just please share your journey. Like, please tell us something about yourself, and
Yeah,
like how
sure,
you got
Sagar.
started your journey. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. First of all, I want to thank you that you invited me into this show and give me a chance to show people what can they can do, and also giving me a chance that I would be able to get something valuable into your show. So, starting with my journey, it all started when I was in final year, and a friend of mine just introduced me with an MLM company, and that was selling some domain and hosting. And that was the first time when I got into online, and they were teaching literally setting up their websites and blogs. And then they were teaching that how you can make money online using these websites. They were teaching that you can use Google AdSense to show ads on the blogs, and then you can get paychecks from the Google. And the
Okay.
funny thing
So.
is, so funny thing
Mhm.
was that I did not get a single dollar till 1 year, but somehow I was got into the blogging stuff. But one day I was watching the webinar kind of thing, and they were about telling about this digital marketing thing, and that's where they mentioned the graphic industry, and that struck me within the heart. And I was like, I will be learning, I will be choosing my path to graphic industry. And I joined some local institute to learn the software. And from there, I started from the Fiverr, and just because Fiverr was that a great platform that time in 2013 it was, and I was able to make my journey throughout this, starting from zero and improving my skills within the time. And that's
Okay.
here I am
Hmm.
with a top rating tag on the Fiverr.
So, like, just wanted to, like, many people get stuck. Like, they also start with this graphic part, but is that something your passion is about designing, or you just develop on the way? Like, how you got this passion of like designing, and you are still doing, like, it's been like 9 years, 8 9 years. You're
Yes,
still
7 8 7 8 years.
okay,
It
7 years.
started
Yeah,
in 2014. Actually, what
14.
happens?
Okay.
Everyone starts. Even when I had started, a few people saw me that I'm doing good. They taking inspiration. They also decided that they will be learning, and they even started to learn the
Mhm.
design stuff. But they could not make. The first thing you need is the passion about this. You should have the passion
Passionate.
and the knowledge. You should be
Mhm.
dying for to do this. That I want to do this. I want to do this. Whatever I know.
Mhm.
And I had some problems as well, similar kind of problem, because that time we had no kind of thing. I don't have that much of, you can say, the liberty of having a mentor or a person that can teach me, that could teach me that time. So I
And that type
taught
of
myself.
online was not that
Yes,
particular like
yes, that was such
globalized.
thing
Yeah.
was nothing there. So I
Mhm.
was on my own and learn the bought some courses, read some books from the
Mhm.
top designer. They were,
Mhm.
and I consider one person as my mentor. I still do. I don't know he is still, he is on earth now. So the main thing, you have to be a dedicated person to learn the stuff. You should have the passion, and moreover you should have a regular discipline to do this.
Discipline, exactly.
Yes.
Hmm. So definitely, like many people also like they get stuck. They just give up, and but you keep doing the same thing, and you build up that skill and great things. So the now the question is like, if somebody wanted to start their journey like as a graphic designer, so what is your suggestion would be how they can start this? They should start from YouTube, or they should start from like taking any courses, or what, how you suggest from now, because you learn from hard way by doing a lot of
I
things.
I
But
would suggest either go some institute where they give a starting point from the basics. Either you should have a mentor or teacher that can teach you with the way, and you don't have to spend these hard years and your time, because they already know the path. You just have, they show you that path to you, and you just have to work on it with some discipline and passion. Otherwise, if you say, I will be learning by my own, and you will be going on YouTube for tutorials, YouTube will just make you distracted. You will watch one video from middle and watch another video from the end, and you will end up nowhere. So my recommend, I will suggest that either you start from institute or just from some mentor.
okay, okay. So in graphic part, like I think you also into funnel designing part, right? So how you like transform your journey from designing like just in Fiverr and be a like funnel builder also? Like what motivates you into funnel designing part? So when you
Actually,
thought like
I
okay, funnel
had
design is something you can.
Yes, I had a big background behind that. First was thing, my client was all of my client were internet marketers, and when I see that where my work is being used, then I see these funnel kind of structure. Unless I joined OFA, I did not know that this is a funnel. Then when I joined OFA, then I got to know that this was the funnel. And even on Warrior Plus, you can see a lot of funnels. Even I purchased some products there. They have the same thing, the downsell, upsell, same thing.
Yeah, affiliate product, I think mostly they are products
Yeah,
somewhere around
they,
$17 to $12 something around there. Mostly in the
yes,
front end products, but I think they have a huge round of like upsell,
yes,
downsells,
exactly.
and cross sells.
They
I
start with
think
the front end with the
a,
lower value, and then they go.
minimum there are at least 10 steps. What I believe is I went through once, but literally it was like huge, big sales process.
Yeah, you will stuck inside that circle. You won't
Yeah.
get a exit point for that. But that
Mhm.
was an inspiration, because I also wanted to upgrade myself from just not being a designer. I also had some background in the web designing as I was into blogging stuff from before designing. So I knew a few things about the WordPress, and that then I connected the dots how I can go into the web design stuff because design principles are same whether it's web design or graphic design. Design principles are same, but you just have to modify them according to your need. You just have to use what do you need at a particular point. So that
Exactly.
was
And
about.
yes, yes. So when you like you started your journey with ClickFunnels, OFA journey, like you mentioned, it is like in, last year or like how you got
It was
started?
in 2019.
Okay, 19. Okay.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost 2 years when I joined
Mm-hmm.
ClickFunnels,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
since then I'm into that stuff because I know once you
Mm-hmm.
understand the psychology of the funnels, once you understand
Mm-hmm.
what is a funnel, then just
Mm-hmm.
go after that, and you will learn the design stuff and funnel design as well.
Like I heard about like you also like that point of time you maybe not aware that you work with Jim Edwards like the author of Copywriting Secrets book, but finally you know that okay something that is something when I heard like wow that is a great thing,
Yes,
and yeah.
Jim was there on Fiverr with me, and I did not realize that time that he's Jim Edwards and I'm working for him. And later, one year, when I got into his group, the Sales and Copywriting Secrets,
Mm-hmm.
then I saw my graphics that I had created for him. I was like, these are my graphics. Yeah. What? Who is this person? Then I look at back at my folders, and then I see that that was the work that I had done for him.
Yes, yes. Good. So, let's get into some trainings like you wanted to share something that is I
Yes,
think
absolutely.
which basically I've also shared with my our audience that they can learn like few designing tips very fast. So you have something to share if you can share, then I will come back with other questions where
Yeah,
basically
sure,
people
absolutely.
so you guys can ask any questions after this short training. We'll do short training, and guys you can ready with your questions and you can ask right now live, and if you're watching replay you can ask and I'll tag Ravi to answer those questions later. Okay guys, so yeah Ravi, I'm just allowing you to share your screen.
Yeah,
So
sure.
just wait for he's sharing, he will share some quick tips, quick techniques so that you can learn and start implementing it if you are into funnel designing or graphic designing. Yeah,
Can I share now?
yeah, you can share now.
Okay. Okay, guys, I'm using this Figma software to design the thing because Figma is pretty easy to use. And this is the design I will be talking about. This is what I call a 2 minute design. It looks simple, and let's go. What is the science behind why I call it a 2 minute design and why it is so simple, so easy to make?
So within two
First,
minutes, we like think anyone can designing this one, like
no,
what
no,
exactly
not
we.
within, not exactly 2 minutes. What happens? We know the theory behind it. So
Mm-hmm.
if it actually depends on your speed of designing what you have,
Speed up.
and you have,
Once you
yes.
somebody practice, then I think they can do it fast.
Yes, absolutely. So let me
Mm-hmm.
go. First of all, what is the logic behind that? If we
Mm-hmm.
every graphic is a mathematics. So
Mm-hmm.
this graphic you are seeing is a rectangle. We think about this shape, rectangle, circle. We take these shape into consideration, and this is a
Mm-hmm.
rectangle. You will see this kind of trend everywhere. If I make a rectangle here, this will be this size, and now the technique is here. I
Okay,
will
so just
create a
wonder like
square.
Ravi, this tool is
Yes,
what you call Figma, right?
yes,
Okay, okay. So is it free tool or it is like just
yes,
to,
it is
for
free to
someone
use
who
tool.
don't?
You can sign up for a free account, and you can use freely without
Mm-hmm.
without paying anything for it, because I'm also using the free version as well. So it's
Okay,
free to
okay.
use. So
Hmm.
from this rectangle, I will make a square with equal size. Now I have two things, the square and the rectangles. This is my square and this is the rectangle. What I will do placing this image inside of my bigger rectangle. Let me repeat the process. I'm taking this frame here and making a rectangle, then a square, and placing this image here. You can adjust the width or whatever you want. And now what I have done, I have placed my image in such a way that main object for my image is residing inside the rectangular part, this one, just like this. And the remaining this square, now I can place my text here. If I have ready all the text, even if I have the copy ready, the titles and the text, whatever I want to put, then what I will do, I will just place on this part. And when you see this thing, so you will see that your banner is being created in no time. You can see this is exactly the inside the rectangle. And another thing, instead of placing this text inside this square, you can also place this inside this area, but you have to make that smaller. You have to adjust the size, and then you can rotate the image or make the image in such a way that your main object is in the square. Now you can see you have this thing. The main object is in the square and the text is within the this rectangular part. If you guys have seen the business card, visiting cards, they are made with the same techniques. If you consider this part as a business card, then we have here the contact information of the person, like
There
this.
was a one questions like, do we have to maintain the symmetry in all design?
Yes. Symmetry is more important than designing the banner. You should have the balance. Like you can see, I have this all this text within the center of this uh, the frame. This is what we call a frame in Figma when we are designing something, and this is in between. The distance from this point
Big.
to this point is equal from both sides. And you can also see I have these blue lines which are saying that I'm in symmetry. Now, if I extend this thing a little bit more and change my size, the rectangle size, I can change, just a minute. This text is not being selected. We are taking this one. So this banner is looking like a Facebook cover. You had this size extended. Now you can have more a complete two squares or more than one square. So technique is same. You can put the main object within the square or the text that you want. You can put in the square just like this. And then you have your banner ready. And one more thing, if you know the rule, you can break the rule as well. It doesn't have to be always the perfect square. You just have to find your symmetrical points. Because we have this size of the Facebook cover, it doesn't need to be a perfect square. I can break the rule here because I know how to do that. So you can, now this was my Facebook cover. Now again I extend some more size and do it like this. or something. You can say like this, or say I'm making a background with a black color and removing this one here, and now importing an image, say with a garden kind of thing, or you can search any person. Look like which one? Let's take this one. Now we can match the color as well to remove the background from here. Something closer. It will be a difficult process. Like we have nothing much going on here. And now if I add a rectangular button here and add some color to it, say let's say green or the red one to complement that. Let's take this red. And now this could be your CTA button. And one more thing, if you know the rule, if you know the rule, you can break the rule as well. It doesn't have to be now always the perfect. This could be your section into the funnel design. You can make this thing like funnel. If you are designing a funnel, then you can make the same. You can use the same techniques to designing the funnel as well. But in the funnel, we will have the exact two square because we need symmetry in two columns. And then you can place one image here, or you can replace or change the positions for them. So this now becomes a funnel design section. You can say the hero section, a simplest. And if we take this image here, then this could be a more prominent that what we want to achieve here, like is now this one. So this is the way you can make, and also to make contrast, just make some add. You can add some color gradients or anything like that, so that your text, whatever you are writing on the top of the image, it just into highlights. Because I had this gradient layer here. Now you can see the difference. I don't have that much of contrast after removing this layer from this. You can do it in any software. If you are doing in Figma, then you can use this rectangular and add gradient, some kind of gradient color from here. The basically this was a technique that you can use to design your simplest banner, or you can say minimal banner that we can say.
Okay. So there is a question like how to choose the typography.
Yes, for typography, you have to know about, you have to have the knowledge about the fonts, what you want to use. There are a few popular fonts, I want to say, like Proxima Nova, OpenSense, Source Sense Pro, Poppins, and Futura, that you can use these fonts. Then you have to have the hierarchy of the text. Like this was a complete one sentence, the most essential gardening tips. But we have highlighted the gardening tips as a more prominent word in the whole sentence. And then we have this tagline. So this is making my hierarchy that I'm emphasizing on the gardening tips, the most important word in the whole sentence. And that you have to have from the, if you're designing for a client or you're designing for yourself, then you have to find these words within your sentence. that what is the main word you want to emphasize.
Hmm.
Just like in our banner that we got the banner. Who created that banner, Sagar?
Which one?
The promotional
Okay,
banner
that
for this event.
okay. Like Anmol, Anmol.
Yes, Anmol had it. Can you share that banner
Mm, I
in your
think
screen?
the post. Okay, I'll share 1 second.
Let me stop sharing. Okay, let me do that. I will drag this into my Figma. I had that post, I think.
Can we
Let it
use
go.
can we
Yes.
use a Figma design in WordPress website?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Can we use Figma design in WordPress website?
Yes, you can just export the Figma designs into WordPress. You just have to. Actually, we use Figma to design the initial designs of our website, any funnel. We use Figma for prototyping what we are going to make in the WordPress or any funnel building. Even when I design the funnel, I first lay down my layouts in the Figma, and then I export the graphics, the illustration, whatever I need from Figma, and then I just upload them into my software, whatever I'm using. Figma is a tool that you can use for multi-purpose, either for designing graphics, and Figma is mainly for creating UI design for mobile apps, web UI, and some prototype things. But there is more power in the Figma with the some. We can also enhance the capabilities like removing backgrounds in Figma itself. So we are talking about the hierarchy. Like in this banner, we had the word entrepreneur was the main highlighting word. After that, the designer Anmol has created this one, and he has used the word like the live and voice of. He has placed them into their places creatively, and in the background, he has used this voice of entrepreneurs. This is the show name, I think, right, Sagar?
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
he
Voice of
has used
entrepreneur.
these words creatively that people get to know what is the name of the show. They the graphic is what you communicate visually. People don't have to say that, don't have to think about that what they need to understand in a particular graphics. By looking at this graphic, I can clearly say that this was something like a show, and like two people, we me and Sagar, and will be the main people in the here, and it's all about the interview thing.
Okay.
And again with this one, you can understand that someone is trying to give you some tips about this gardening thing or whatever you consider it. Any other questions, Sagar? Anyone else has
Okay.
any question?
There is
Kindly
another question.
feel free whatever you want to ask about
Yeah,
the
guys,
design.
feel free to ask any questions. So here, like Ravi is, he can answer any questions about designing or
We
anything.
have one
So
question for Arc. Can you please explain the part where we use square in the rectangle one thing, like why we created in that? Okay, actually it is design technique. We have we have to have a symmetry, and we have to have two objects. The design is made up of two things: the image and the typography. So we have to make find a balance between them. If our typography is bigger than our main object, then we will be placing our objects into smaller portion of this one, like in the square here. If we have a bigger object like this one, and I want to emphasize more on the object, then I will be placing it into bigger area. And just like we do in some business cards has some kind of logo, some kind of illustration, then they put this thing into bigger section, this square section, and the text goes within this. And alternate of this, we can use the same technique. We if we want to emphasize on the text, then we will put this into a. This is just a technique.
Okay, cool.
This is to help you how to where to place your objects so that you don't get confused, and you have proper spacing for each elements.
So there is a question. Is like alternative of click funnel to designing funnel. What is your?
There are a lot. If you don't want to take ClickFunnels, then if you want to just build a landing page, then WordPress is the best option, I would say. WordPress plus Elementor, the free version will good do a great job. I have myself designed. Even you can build some lead funnel by capturing for capturing the leads and then sending them to another page. WordPress will do better if you don't have budget for ClickFunnels.
What tool you use? ClickFunnels or any other tool?
No, I use ClickFunnels. I was on a
Mhm.
WordPress as well, but WordPress has its own benefits because with WordPress you can create blogs and apply SEO things on that to rank in the Googles. But in ClickFunnels, it will be more difficult to have this SEO kind of things.
So, like for like good graphic designer or funnel designer, what are the tools you need to have? Like one is okay, funnel designer they can use paid or based on their investment capabilities, right? But what else? Like if you ask me,
Let me cover the both. If you are on a budget and you don't have much of that to invest into, the Figma is the best because it is free. You can learn it, and it's easy to learn and easy to use. Even
Mhm.
you have seen that I did not prefer to create this session on Photoshop. I usually create my work in Photoshop, but I prefer Figma to do the small things because it's easy to use and easy to understand. Other than that, you can have the Canva. Canva is a great resource for graphics as well. You can take a lot of inspiration from them and then create your own. And also there are templates you can just edit your stuff. And if you want to go with the paid stuff, like then you can have the Adobe softwares, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. These are the software I'm using for the paid work because these are the industry standard, and people ask PSD files for their work, illustration file for their work, and I need to edit sometime the illustrations as well. So I need to have these tools. If you want to go with the industry standard and you want to enhance, like you want to go up to next level, then Adobe softwares are best.
Best Photoshop illustrations, any other thing?
The third one was the Adobe InDesign to create your PDF designs.
PDF designs. Good. Like if somebody is completely new, like they are getting into they want some inspiration, special this questions being asked from many new funnel designers, like they want like how can I get inspiration like designing inspiration from other things. So what are the resources you can suggest them that they can go and find the inspiration so that they can also build something like this?
For resources and inspiration, I personally use the Pinterest most. Pinterest is
Mm-hmm.
a hub of all the design, and after that, you have the Dribble. Dribble
Mm-hmm.
is for designers, is specially created for the designer, where they list their work, and you can find the inspirations. I mostly go whenever I design any funnel. I mostly go on the Dribble and see what trend is going on with a particular industry, and basically it will give you the idea about the colors and the layouts. But I will say don't copy them, just take inspiration and create your own stuff.
Yes, that is the thing.
And
Like, don't
and
just
the
copy,
third one is
model them. Yeah,
also, yes, model them.
yeah.
And third one is the Behance.net. It is from Adobe itself, and it is also a great source. And you can find even graphic resources as well. Sometimes people who are great in design, they also share free stuff like PSD files or something like that. It is also a great source of inspiration. So three sites: Pinterest, Behance, and Dribble. These are the three that you can go for inspiration.
Okay, there are general questions like Adobe XD or Figma, which one is better?
Both are better if you are good in one particular. If you like the interface of XD, then go with the XD. If you like in Figma, because XD was launched after Figma to compete there.
Hmm.
Figma,
Okay.
but Figma has its own community, you can say, and we can use the plugins in Figma and enhance the capability of this software. So I would say Figma would be more better than XD because I'm using the, I have used both the XD because I have the Adobe suite completely, the and then I use the Figma software, and I found that Figma is more easy to use and easy to learn and more functionality than.
Great. Now, like coming to a question, so basically, many people, like many designer, they have, so they when they get started, like it is very hard to build their portfolio. So, what do you suggest that how can they can build their portfolio in this designing space?
Portfolio is the main thing that if you are into design thing and you want to show something to your to have some clients, that if you got lead and you want to show some work, then I would suggest to create a portfolio, create personal projects, because to a new person, people won't give you a project. The first thing you want to create the portfolio would be go for inspiration, and then find something that you like and just model them. Just create something like that, or try to create exactly like that. Exactly means don't just copy that. I'm not saying that copy that and post into a portfolio. Just find the inspiration and create concept project. Like if you have seen some graphic or an infographic, like, or a funnel, then you can create a mock-up funnel with the same concept with different images. You can apply your own techniques, like
Oh, like
if someone is using text above the fold, then you can move the things here and there, but it should look good as well. So you can create some concept mockups and then upload them. Like for packaging, I was trying to have some packaging design to before getting into that thing. So what I did some mockups, designed some graphics, sample graphics, you can say, and that was my
okay.
sample project. And then I can list that, I can show my client that I can do this kind of thing. If you require this, then I'm a fit person for you. And that the way
Yeah.
you can build up your portfolio step by step.
So another question is like, can you suggest where can I learn Figma and funnel building?
Figma, there are a lot of resources, and you can you can go with the community website of the Figma as well. They have great resources. And other than that, I had a Figma challenge 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
you had a
And if
5 day challenge that I
yes,
saw. Yeah.
where I had given the training for 5 days, and people were attending it live. So
Oh,
if you
good.
want to have the training, then you will have to wait. Otherwise, you can find it on YouTube, on Figma community as well. And
I
the
think you
funnel,
posted something. You were posted something related to some 3D challenge upcoming. Anything related to designing you are doing in near future?
yes, it's in next week, I think. It's a CSS challenge. It's a
Okay.
3 day CSS challenge where I will be teaching from basics the designs, how to design your funnels, how to make over the funnels with good colors and typography and combination of all the things. Like you can see my funnel, what CSS will do. You can share your screen if you want.
Like I think I missed that. Okay, I'll share that.
I'm sending you the link.
Okay.
What's happening?
Okay, guys. Otherwise, I will go to your.
No, no. You can
Wait.
see the link in. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
today.
can
Yes.
go on the profile as well. I posted that.
Okay. This is okay. Oh, sorry. I think I have to share not
Just share the window. You shared complete.
entire screen. Okay. Okay, this one. Like I'll. Wow. This. This is like. So this is made of like through CSS. This.
Yeah, this all effects are from the CSS itself. So you can make
Okay.
over like this effect.
So
This
it's
is an animation effect.
okay. Cool. This is really awesome. So this is 3 day challenge. Okay. This. I think this is
You can
super
see
cool.
these effects which are given
Yeah. This
like this.
shadow and all. This
Yes,
shadow and all.
it's all the CSS.
Wow. I think the best funnel I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. This is super cool. This is like moving here and there. Okay. Well, it's just okay. $27, 3 days. Wow. This is super awesome, guys, right? So, what do you basically you are covering? 3 day coaching, 3 day implement. Okay, so like coaching plus implementation, you are covering all these things.
Yes. It's basically the accountability, I would say. That you are implementing something and I'm watching over to you and finding out if you are having some errors or some
Mm.
stuck points.
Yeah, like this is so someone asked
This
like
is what we did in Figma challenge as well.
where to learn graphic designing from the from the beginners. So, sir, can you explain the white space? White space? Is there any?
White spaces are the empty spaces that you left between the two elements. If the white space between two elements is very less, they will be looking clumsy or very busy. So you should have some. You can give that white space by using margin and padding values in the CSS or in the ClickFunnels as well. So
Okay,
this is the space between the elements,
that's
white
awesome.
space or breathing space, you can say.
So now the question is like everybody know that after learning all the stuff, everybody's stuck at one point that is getting the clients. So what do you suggest like for a beginner how they can how they can actually get projects, they can get clients?
For projects, first of all, you have to have your authority or the leads you are getting.
Mm-hmm.
Because if people don't know you, then you won't be able to get the customer. First of all, people will know you. Then those people, among those people, will know that they require something like that and you can do that thing, then people will obviously contact you that to ask you if you can do them for you, if you can do that work for them, or that's the way you have to build up your authority first,
So
or
how
you should
like
have
any
the work enough, you should have
so
the portfolio and the work you
Mhm.
should have been like let me tell a recent example. I saw Anmol was creating these graphics just from
Oh,
mobile and using the Canva, and
hello.
I was like, I'm using Photoshop and he is using mobile. I was really impressed with the talent he has, so I directly contacted him. He did not approach me. I contacted him and asked, "What are you doing? What these days?" That was my first question.
So, but the
So
like
similar,
there should be like any channel you suggest, like they can approach through Facebook or LinkedIn or any like Fiverr, for basically they can get their first
if
project.
you want to get
If
started, if you are a very beginner and you are facing some issues, then you have in the beginning you can start from the Fiverr or any freelancing platform. But for freelancing, I would suggest that Fiverr is the best because you don't have to put the biddings. You just make your profile and send traffic to that. And once you get enough traffic, your page will rank in Fiverr, and people will search the services that you are providing.
yes, exactly. Now after the
Same
once
thing
you
happens in
Mhm.
LinkedIn and Facebook as well. If you are
Mhm.
building your authority on Facebook, then people will find you.
Mhm. Yes, yes, exactly. Now the thing is, let's suppose you build your authority, people know you. Now, like how you can sell your services as a like many people like see, uh, people can get it done from Fiverr with a very cheap amount. Now you wanted to increase your price, so how you can compete with other
Increase the
stuff?
value you are providing, increase the
So
value
how,
you are giving.
how you can improvise like well, because people will ask you like I people are paying you like 500 rupees, why you are charging like 2000 rupees, 5000 rupees? So how, what is the like, what the reason you will give?
The reason is everybody is doing the work according to their levels. If I'm also doing on Fiverr, but I don't charge that much less. I have less
Mhm.
clients these days because my pricing is higher even for the Fiverr. I charge at least $150 for just for a book cover, and
Book
if
cover.
someone
Mhm.
comes to me, then he will be like with the same answer. I can get it done from Fiverr in a very less amount. Then my simple answer, first simple answer is then go. Then why you are coming to me? Because they are coming to me or you with a specific reason because you have the expertise in that area and you know how to do that effectively. And in my case, I add value. I give them that whenever they are uploading the cover, I'm specialized in book covers, and whenever I create the book covers, then I assure them whenever they will be uploading the cover on Amazon, if they find any issue, I will be right there to help them. And this is the thing everybody wants: the accountability, the help, and support on the spot. So
Great, great.
that's the thing people love about my work.
Awesome. That is great. Like build your authority, build your value system so that
Yes.
like people, yeah, good, good. That is awesome. Now, like few question about little bit about outside things like few few people are also went through OFA challenge, right? You also been through that challenge. Now their struggling point is like then okay, now they are almost about to complete the challenge or they are in the between doing the Facebook sorry OFA OFA challenge. But what they are still struggling with is what they should do or they should do with that OFA challenge or after the challenge so that they can start giving funnel designing services or what is your suggestion for that?
First of all, I would say that think about why you did choose the OFA. Why did you started OFA? To start funnel designing, to know about the funnel designing, or you just opted OFA to start affiliate marketing. You have to be specific. You have to be clear about the thing that,
I've seen like
and
many
if you,
people start with affiliate marketing, getting into like
yes,
they see the money screenshot and all, then they jump into OFA. After
jump
that,
into
they
all.
understand, okay, this is like they can do. Mostly they get into funnel designing and other stuff. Yeah, once they get into that particular yeah.
And once
Yeah, so that is
once and when you complete the OFA, now you have made up your mind that you want to go into funnel design stuff. Then I would say that learn all about the funnel strategy, what all kind of funnels. Learn about them from Russell has a great resource to learn about the funnels. He is a good teacher about the learning. You can learn directly from these people what are the different kinds of funnel, but make yourself expert into one kind of funnel in a one particular in the category. Like if you are into book funnel or card funnel or e-com funnel, then go
webinar
after one.
funnel,
And
challenge funnel.
yes,
Yeah.
webinar funnel. And I would
Hmm.
suggest go first with the webinar funnel because it is easier to make and it will give you instant ideas that what is going to.
How do you find
Like
niche? Like this might be the question. Like they also gonna be okay. I'm into this thing, but how can I find my niche in designing thing? Do you also do some kind of research, or do
you
you also
have to
suggest
test,
your students?
you have to test what you are to go and what category you want to
Mm.
have. Few days ago, few months ago, I would say, even before the FHL event, I was into book funnels. I explored book funnels a lot. I took inspiration from a lot of books, and yeah, I even bought some books to see the inside of these funnels. But so I got the inside information, what the funnel look like, how they're functioning. But now I'm into challenge funnel. I have made two challenge funnel, and first was run successfully and second will be on next week. So I'm expanding my categories. First was the book funnel, then now it's challenge funnel, and now next will be, I don't know what will be. So you have to explore the things. So what is the, and first of all you have to know the value ladder to know any kind of funnels to find the niche.
Exactly.
We
Hmm.
have the value ladder, and for a particular value ladder there is a particular funnel. Just like
Okay.
if you are a free value ladder, if you are on the first step, that is a free value ladder, then we have the lead magnet funnel, simple lead funnel. And after that, as we move, if we see in Russell, what Russell is doing, he is giving the free values. How? He is collecting leads by lead funnels. After that, what he is doing, he is giving going a bit level up with the book funnel. And
Exactly.
after the book funnel, he has a webinar kind of stuff. So with each value
Hmm.
ladder stuff, we have different kind of funnels, and you can explore them. Explore the value ladder and explore the funnel. Simple.
Great. That's awesome. So, guys, any questions? Like any more questions? Like I think we covered all questions. If you have any questions, please feel to just write it here. Or if you're watching replay, you can write it here. I'll tag Ravi to answer it later. Cool. I think yeah, we
And
cover up all the yeah.
And if you design something like with this technique, just tag me there and tell me. I will review your design, whatever you will be
Yeah,
creating.
that is something great. Like just do something and tag Ravi also. So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like any message to your like uh to the new designer, and because you've been to this industry for so long time, and what is your one message you wanted to give for the last?
My one and the only message I want to give, that stick to basics. Make your base as strong as you want, as you can. Because
Mm,
with the base, if you have a strong base, then you can go with the up levels, another levels.
okay.
If you don't have a great base, you cannot go further without that. So make your concepts clear about the design thing. Make, if you are learning the design stuff, then make sure you have the good grasp on the design principle, which are universal. You learn them once for all, and they will help you lifetime.
That's awesome. So yeah, so Ravi, like how people can find you, like any in social media where basically you're active on, they can talk to you, they can ask some help whenever they get stuck. Anything you want to recommend?
They can find me on Facebook on my profile. That's with the
Okay.
handle of R Design, and they can also find me on the Instagram. I'm not still active because I just started recently, and that's or also if they want to really connect with me, I have a group that's Conversion Cafe community.
Conversion
You guys can
cafe.
join. You can join that
Okay,
group and ask your
I'll
questions.
okay, I'll mention like your profile and group in the description if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook group anywhere. I'll tag in the description. You just go check it out. And also, just a few times before we have checked this challenge, I would highly recommend that because you should also check this challenge like learnwithchallenges.com/slash 3 days CSS. This is the thing he's doing from 17th of
Yes,
November,
from
right?
17th of
Yeah.
November, from
This
18th.
link I will also mention in the thing so that you can check out if you really wanted to learn CSS. So what basically you are going to cover in this 3 days?
It will be basics of concept. Like I will be building the base from starting from
Hmm.
zero, and I will show how to write our own codes with the help of editor. So you
Okay,
don't
own
have to
codes.
find,
Okay.
yes, our own
Hmm.
codes. So you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
find what custom code I should use for that and what value I
Okay.
should put there. So we will be able
Okay.
to create our own codes.
Okay, that's awesome. Super awesome. Okay, guys, so just check it out. I think this will be super valuable because you will be. So the best thing is like not completely reinventing the wheel. Learn from the best, and that is how to shorten your learning curve throughout your journey. Yeah, and I would like to thank you all of you guys for joining live, and still like we have 12 people live. Thank you so much for
Thank
valuable
you.
time. It's been one
Thanks everyone
hour
who
long.
is watching live
Thanks,
with us.
thank you so much, and thank you so much, Ravi, for joining us. And I'm really super grateful for giving your time and valuable lessons, so that this message can inspire. So if you guys really action taker, take this 1 hour training as a like value, and take this as a like you have given the time for your valuable time, and start taking action. That is the best way to move it forward, and we'll definitely see Ravi in the future sessions. Thank you, sir, Ravi, for joining us live.
Thanks for
And thank
having
you
me,
so much,
Sagar.
everybody. Bye bye. Take care. And I'll be coming back with an like back to back interviews similar like this. And if you are watching any of just hit that like button so that you will see the next interviews whenever I will put my recordings put going live. And if you're watching on like YouTube, just hit the subscribe button if you found valuable, and start something you got from, just share in your comment section. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and listening to us for a very one long hour. Thank you so much. We'll be back another session next week. Bye.